Doctors, what is the greatest display of selflessness you have ever witnessed? I was on my trauma surgery rotation when I met one of the most selfless people I've ever encountered. The patient was a young, undocumented man who'd been in a bad car accident. He'd been drinking and crashed into the back of a semi. Every bone in his face was broken. The damage to his eyes was so severe they had to be removed. He spent hours in surgery. When he finally came to, he was confused, then panicked. Realizing he was blind sent him into complete despair. His father, a quiet man who worked as a laborer, had been waiting by his side. I heard them whispering to each other in Spanish, anguish from the son, quiet reassurances from the father. I spoke enough Spanish to help interpret what the doctors were saying and tried to explain everything as gently as I could. It was late. Everyone was exhausted. The father eventually came up to me, eyes on the floor, nervously twisting his cap in his hands. I said softly, "How can I help you, my friend?" He hesitated, then asked, "Doctor, is my son always going to be blind?" I nodded slowly. "I'm afraid so." He looked away. "I'm not an educated man, but is there a way I could give my boy one of my eyes? Maybe we could each see with one?" I nearly broke right there. I managed to say, "I would give anything if that were possible, but it's not." He stood silently, letting it sink in. Then he said, barely above a whisper, "Thank you, doctor. I'll go back to him now. He's going to need me." He turned and walked back down the dim hallway. I stepped around the corner and cried. I've never forgotten him. It was the purest act of love I've ever witnessed. Doctors, what is the